ma, tabangi gud ko sa akong module.
Ay nak, mag-deliver para ba kung aning mga inutaw? Ato lang sa imong ati patudlo ha. Basi nakahinumdom pa siya ni ana nga leksyon.
Dili ako musugot nga mapakgang ang pagtuon sa atong kabataan. Bisan ubos kita sa pandemya karon, dawata kining gasa sa edukasyon, kinasingkasi nga halad gikan ning inyong pamunuan.
Gidalit kaninyo ni Mayor Edgardo Labella, Vice Mayor Michael Lopez Rama, ang Chairman sa Committee on Education sa atong konseho, Department of Education, Cebu City Division, Cebu City Local School Board ug Home Radio 106.7, kining Cebu City Educational Laboratory on Radio o ED Radio. ED Radio, atong dalit aron mas musayon ang pagkat-on sa atong mga tinunan gamit ang learning modules pinaagi sa pagpaminaw sa ilang mga paboritong teacher broadcasters sa kahanginan. Tune in na sa 106.7 kay matod ni Mayor, ang pagkat-on kinahanglan magpadayon.
Luka, anak, andaman ang imuhang module. Ug maminaw ta sa Ed Radio, kay magsugod na ang imuhang klase.
Yes pa! Andan ako! Kamu classmates, ready na pa mo sa ato ang klase karon? Maminaw ba tawag tarong ni teacher ha? Teacher, andan na mi!
Welcome to Math Legends. 5 seconds to get ready for math lessons. Smash them with your math skills. All modules deployed. You have slain a new topic. Mega Learn. Unstoppable. Mathematics skills. Legendary. Hello, hello, hello! What's up to our dear listeners, especially to our grade 5 learners? How are you doing today? It's good to hear that you're all doing good today. I believe you want to be the best player of Math Legends. And you want to become a Math Legends hero too. Hooray! This is only for you. Let us explore together the world of Math Legends. This is me, your Matinik sa Matematika. It's me, Teacher Crisilda of Pasil Elementary School, your teacher broadcaster in grade 5 mathematics. Get ready and engage yourself in the lesson battle and learn the following math topics. First, divisibility rules for 2, 5, and 10. Second, divisibility rules for 3, 6, and 9. And divisibility rules for 4, 8, 12, and 11. Just stay tuned, only here at Ed Radio. Now, try to find your comfortable place to sit in and kindly prepare your Module 1, pen and paper, where you can write your answers. Are you ready? That's great! Make sure that you have already answered your pre-test that is found on page 1 of your module. This is to check whether you already have the knowledge about the topic. Just follow the instructions, read, analyze, and answer each item on a separate sheet of paper. Alright, let's start. Now, open to page 2 of your module and you can see the title of our first lesson, Divisibility Rules for 2, 5, and 10. What do we need to know about this lesson? Aha! At the end of this topic, you are expected to state the divisibility rules of 2, 5, and 10. Determine if a given number is divisible by 2, 5, and 10. Solve word problems involving divisibility rule for 2, 5, and 10. And relate the importance of divisibility rules in real life situations. This time, before we will proceed with our lesson, let us find out if you can still remember the basic concept of division. Are you ready? I know you're very much ready. With that, let's proceed to what's in that is found on page 2 of your module. Just follow the instruction, read, analyze, and write the correct answer on a separate sheet of paper. Let's have number 1. Which of the following is a key phrase for division? A. Altogether. B. Decreased by. C. Divided by. D. Increased by. The correct answer is letter C. Divided by. Good job. Number 2. What do you call the result in division? A. Difference. B. Product. C. Quotient. D. Sum or total. The correct answer is letter C. Quotient. Great! Number 3. In the division sentence, 75 divided by 25 equals 3, which is the dividend? A. 3. B. 25. C. 75. D. 75 divided by 25 equals 3. The correct answer is letter C. 75. You're awesome! Number 4. What is to be supplied in the box to make the mathematical sentence true? 45 divided by blank equals 9. A. 3. B. 5. C. 6. D. 9. The correct answer is letter B. 5. Perfect! Last question, number 5. What is the result when 250 is divided by 10? A. 25. B. 50. C. 100. D. 150. The correct answer is letter A. 25. Very good. You did a great job. Indeed, you have learned so well on the basic concept of division. Remember, always take note on the previous lessons that you had because those are important skills for our new topic. This time, open to page 3 of your module and see what's new. Are you excited for our new learnings today? Yes, I know you're very much excited to learn new things today. But before going further, let us read and familiarize the poem which can be found on page 3 of your module. Now, let me read this poem for you and listen attentively. Divisibility Rule Poetry. For every good student who goes to school, need to know every divisibility rule. 1. If it's a whole number, you're done. It's divisible by 1. 2. If it's even, it's true. It's divisible by 2. 3. Add the digits to see if it's divisible by 3. 5. If it ends with 5 or 0, it makes 5 a hero. 6. If you've got 2 and 3, you get 6 for free. 9. Add the digits, that's fine, to check on the 9. 10. A 0 at the end and we'll fail all good for 10. Memorize every single rule and you'll feel better about coming to school. Now, based from the poem, when can we say that a number is divisible by 2? How about 5 or 10? Well, what do you think is the answer? Yes, you got it right. A number is divisible by 2 if it is an even number. Even number ends with 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Do you know the steps to determine if a number is divisible by 2? Well, here are the steps to determine if a number is divisible by 2. Step 1. Look at the last digit of the given number. Step 2. Does it end with 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8? If the answer is yes, then the given number is divisible by 2. If the answer is no, then the given number is not divisible by 2. Perfect! I know you can now identify which number is divisible by 2. Now, let's have an example. The number is 72. What is the last digit of 72? Yes, you're correct. It's 2. Now, is 2 divisible by 2? Yes, you got it right. 2 is divisible by 2 because 72 ends with 2. Therefore, 72 is divisible by 2. How about 106? What is the last digit of 106? Yes, very good. It's 6. Now, is 6 divisible by 2? Yes, you got it right. 6 is divisible by 2 because 106 ends with 6. Therefore, 106 is divisible by 2. Always remember, a number is divisible by 2 if it is an even number. Even number ends with 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. When can we say that a number is divisible by 5? Yes, you're correct. A number is divisible by 5 when the last digit is 0 or 5. Now, here are the steps to determine if a number is divisible by 5. Step 1. Look at the last digit of the given number. Step 2. Does it end with 0 or 5? If the answer is yes, then the given number is divisible by 5. But if the answer is no, then the given number is not divisible by 5. Great! I know you can now identify which number is divisible by 5. Now, let's have an example. 95 is the number. What is the last digit of 95? Yes, you're correct. It's 5. Now, is 5 divisible by 5? Yes, you got it right. 5 is divisible by 5 because 95 ends with 5. Therefore, 5 is divisible by 5. How about 570? What is the last digit of 570? Yes, you're correct. It's 0. Now, is 0 divisible by 5? Yes, you got it right. 0 is divisible by 5 because 570 ends with 0. Therefore, 570 is divisible by 5. Always remember, a number is divisible by 5 when the last digit is 0 or 5. When can we say that a number is divisible by 10? Awesome! A number is divisible by 10 when the last digit is 0. Now, here are the steps to determine if a number is divisible by 10. Step 1. Look at the last digit of the given number. Step 2. Does it end with 0? If the answer is yes, then the given number is divisible by 10. If the answer is no, then the given number is not divisible by 10. Great! I know you can now identify which number is divisible by 10. Now, let's have an example. 1,240 is the number. What is the last digit of 1,240? Yes, it's 0. Now, is 0 divisible by 10? Yes, you got it right. 0 is divisible by 10 because 1,240 ends with 0. Therefore, 1,240 is divisible by 10. How about 24,760? What is the last digit of 24,760? Yes, you got it right. It's 0. Now, is 0 divisible by 10? Yes, you got it right. 0 is divisible by 10 because 24,760 ends with 0. Therefore, 24,760 is divisible by 10. Let us remember, a number is divisible by 10 when the last digit is 0. Wow! It's great that we are done with our discussion on divisibility rule for 2, 5, or 10. This time, let me give you a try if you really understand the lesson. Turn to page 5 of your module and you can see there what's more. Just follow the instruction, read, analyze, and write the correct answer on a separate sheet of paper. Put a check under a number at the top if the number at the left is divisible by it, and mark X if it is not. Just take your time and I'll be right back in a few minutes. Good luck! Time is up! I'm pretty sure that you have answered it well. Now, let us try to remember the most important keynotes. Divisibility refers to a number's quality of being exactly divided by another number without a remainder. Divisibility rule is a great help to test in determining whether a number, when divided by another number, gives a remainder of 0. A number is divisible by 2 if it is an even number and it ends with 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. A number is divisible by 5 if it ends with 0 or 5. A number is divisible by 10 if it ends with 0. All numbers divisible by 10 are also divisible by 5, but not all numbers divisible by 5 is divisible by 10. And the last one, all numbers divisible by 10 are also divisible by 2. Alright, congratulations for finishing our first lesson for Module 1. But we are not yet done because we still have another lesson. Now, turn to page 6 of your module and you can see lesson number 2, which is divisibility rules for 3, 6, and 9. Now, what do we need to know in this lesson? At the end of this lesson, you are expected to state the divisibility rules of 3, 6, and 9. Determine if a given number is divisible by 3, 6, and 9. Solve word problems involving divisibility rule for 3, 6, and 9. And relate the importance of divisibility rules in real-life situations. As usual, before we will proceed with our lesson, let us try to review our previous lesson about the divisibility rules for 2, 5, and 10. Open your module on page 6 and look for what's in. Let us read first the instruction. Read, analyze, and write the correct answer on a separate sheet of paper. Let's start with number 1. Which of the following numbers is divisible by 2? A. 4015, B. 4026, C. 4037, D. 4655. The correct answer is letter B. Good job! Number 2. Which of the following pair of numbers are divisible by 5? A. 70 and 74, B. 78 and 75, C. 80 and 95, D. 90 and 102. The correct answer is letter C. Perfect! You got it right. Number 3. Which digit is to be supplied to make 918 blank divisible by both 5 and 10? A. 0, B. 2, C. 3, D. 5. The correct answer is letter A. That sounds awesome. Number 4. Which of the following statements below is true? A. 1355 divisible by 2 and 5. B. 4370 is divisible by 5 and 10. C. 14,015 is divisible by 2, 5, and 10. Letter D. 15,674 is divisible by 2, 5, and 10. The correct answer is letter B. Very good. Number 5. Is 23,145 divisible by 2 and 5? A. Yes, because the last digit is 5. B. No, it is only divisible by 5 and not by 2. C. Yes, because the sum of its digits is divisible by 10. D. No, because the sum of its digits is not divisible by 2 and 5. The correct answer is letter B. That's awesome. Alright, now are you ready for a new learning? Yes, of course you are. Now, take a look with what's new. Then, let us begin with this problem. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Barangay Captain Vic has scheduled the third wave of giving relief packs to his constituents on Saturday. The barangay has a total of 2,628 families. Each family will only receive one pack. If the barangay will only use 3 vehicles for the distribution of relief packs, how many families will receive relief packs from each barangay vehicle? To have a better understanding with our lesson, let us answer the guide questions that follow. Number 1. Who initiated the distribution of relief packs to the constituents? Of course, that's Barangay Captain Vic. Number 2. Is it possible that all 2,628 families can receive the relief packs equally? Yes, of course. Number 3. How many families will receive relief packs from each barangay vehicle? The answer is 876 families. Number 4. Why is it important to be aware of the needs of your community? Number 5. In your own little way, how can you be of great help in this time of crisis? Based on the problem that I read to you earlier, if there are 3 barangay vehicles to be used in the distribution of relief packs, how many families will receive relief packs from each barangay vehicle? For the solution, 2,628 families divided by 3 barangay vehicles equals 876 families. Therefore, there are 876 families that will receive relief packs from each of the 3 barangay vehicles. Let us remember the divisibility rule of 3. A number is divisible by 3 if the sum of all its digits is divisible by 3. Now, using the divisibility rule for 3, let us check if 2,628 is divisible by 3. Let's have the steps. Step 1. Add all the digits. That is 2 plus 6 plus 2 plus 8, which is equals to 18. Step 2. Is the sum divisible by 3? Yes, of course. 18 divided by 3 equals 6. Therefore, 2,628 is divisible by 3. Hence, 3 is a factor of 2,628. Now, let me give you another example. The number is 312. Let us add up the digits. 3 plus 1 plus 2 equals 6. Very good. Now let me ask you, is 6 divisible by 3? Yes, of course. You're correct. 6 is divisible by 3. Therefore, 312 is divisible by 3. How about if the number is 32,453? Let us add up all the digits. 3 plus 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 3 equals. Now what's the answer? Yes, 17 is the answer. Is 17 divisible by 3? The answer is no. Therefore, 32,453 is not divisible by 3. Now, let's go back to the problem that we've discussed earlier. To make the delivery of relief packs faster, 3 additional delivery vehicles will be borrowed from the City Hall to be used in the distribution. How many families will receive relief packs from each vehicle? Let's proceed to the solution. 2,628 families divided by 6 vehicles equals 438 families. Therefore, there are 438 families that will receive relief packs from each of the 6 delivery vehicles. This time, let us learn more about divisibility rule of 6. A number is divisible by 6 if it is divisible by both 2 and 3. Remember, that's 2 and 3, which means that the number ends in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, and the sum of all its digits is divisible by 3. Now, what are the steps that we need to know in determining a number which is divisible by 6? Well, don't worry. I will read these steps for you. Yes, only for you. Divisibility rule of 6. Step 1. Does the given number end in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8? Step 2. Add all the digits. Step 3. Is the sum divisible by 3? Now, based on the problem that we had earlier, let's check if 2,628 is divisible by 6. Let's go back to our steps. Step 1, does the given number end in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8? Yes, it ends with 8. 2,628. Of course, that ends with 8. Step 2, add all the digits. That is 2 plus 6 plus 2 plus 8, which is equal to 18. That's great. Step 3, is the sum divisible by 3? Yes, of course. 18 divided by 3, that's equals to 6. To make you fully understand on divisibility rule for 6, let's have here more examples. If the number is 546, is it divisible by 6? Let's follow the steps one by one. Does the given number end in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8? Yes, of course. 546 ends with 6. If we add all the digits, that is 5 plus 4 plus 6, which is equals to 15. That's great. And 15 is divisible by 3. Therefore, it is divisible by 6. Let's have here another example. Is 508 divisible by 2, 3, and 6? Yes, 508 is divisible by 2 because it ends with 8. Is 508 divisible by 3? The answer is no, because the sum is 13. Is 508 divisible by 6? Still, the answer is no. Therefore, 508 is only divisible by 2. Yay! I know you have learned a lot about divisibility rule for 6. This time, let's proceed to divisibility rule for 9. Are you ready? Yes, of course. I know you're very much ready to learn more about divisibility rule for 9. So going back to our problem earlier, if there is a total of 2,628 families in the barangay, how many families will each of the 9 barangay tanods be assigned to assist in the distribution of relief packs? Let's go right away with our solution. 2,628 families divided by 9 barangay tanods, that's equals to 292 families! Yay! Therefore, each barangay tanod will assist in the distribution of relief packs to the 292 families. Using the divisibility rule for 9, let us check if 2,628 is divisible by 9. But before that, what is the divisibility rule for 9? Yes, you're correct. A number is divisible by 9 if the sum of all its digits is divisible by 9. We also have steps to follow to determine if a certain number is divisible by 9. Let's have first step 1. Add all the digits. Now, in our problem, there are 2,628 families. That is 2 plus 6 plus 2 plus 8. This is equals to 18. That's great. Step 2. Is the sum divisible by 9? Yes, it is 18 divided by 9, which is equal to 2. Very good. Therefore, 2,628 is divisible by 9. Hence, 9 is a factor of 2,628. To understand better on divisibility rule for 9, let's have more examples. The number is 873. Now, if we add the number 8 plus 7 plus 3, the sum is? Very good, that's 18. Now, is 18 divisible by 9? Yes, of course. Therefore, 873 is divisible by 9. This time, let me give you a try if you really understand the lesson. Now turn to page 9 of your module. You can see there what's more. Just follow the instruction, read, analyze, and write the correct answer on a separate sheet of paper. Put a check under a number at the top if the number at the left is divided by it, and mark X if it is not. Just take your time and I'll be right back in a few minutes. Good luck! I'm pretty sure that you have answered it well. Now, let us try to remember the most important keynotes. Divisibility refers to a number's quality of being evenly divided by another number without a remainder. Divisibility rule is a great help to test in determining whether a number, when divided by another number, gives an exact number without a remainder. A number is divisible by 3 if the sum of all its digits is divisible by 3. A number is divisible by 6 if it is divisible by both 2 and 3. A number is divisible by 9 if the sum of all its digits is divisible by 9. All numbers divisible by 9 is also divisible by 3, but not all numbers divisible by 3 is divisible by 9. All numbers divisible by 6 is also divisible by 3, and all numbers divisible by 6 is also divisible by 2. Alright, congratulations for finishing our second lesson for Module 1. But we are not yet done because we still have another lesson. Now, turn to page 10 of your module and you can see lesson number 3, which is divisibility rules for 4, 8, 12, and 11. Now, what do we need to know in this lesson? At the end of this lesson, you are expected to state the divisibility rules for 4, 8, 12, and 11. Evaluate whether a given number is divisible by 4, 8, 12, or 11. And explain the importance of being a wise buyer. As usual, before we will proceed with our lesson, let us try to review our previous lesson about the divisibility rules for 3, 6, and 9. Now, open your module on page 10 and look for what's in. Let us read first the instruction. Read, analyze, and write 3, 6, 9, or any combination of the 3 if the given number is exactly divisible by 3, 6, or 9 in your answer sheet. Let's start with number 1. Is 630 divisible by 3, 6, or 9? The answer is 360 is divisible by 3, 6, and 9. Number 2. Is 363 divisible by 3, 6, or 9? The answer is 363 is only divisible by 3. Number 3. Is 423 divisible by 3, 6, or 9? The answer is 423 is only divisible by 3 and 9. Number 4. Is 846 divisible by 3, 6, or 9? The answer is 846 is divisible by 3, 6, and 9. Number 5. Is 4,110 divisible by 3, 6, or 9? The answer is 4,110 is divisible by 3 and 6. Very good! You surely understand the previous topic about divisibility rules for 3, 6, and 9. Congratulations! I believe you're very much excited to learn another new lesson today. With that, kindly open your module on page 11 and look for what's new. Let us read together some lines of the poem entitled Test of Divisibility Poem by Lizzie. If the last 2 digits are divisible by 4, it's divisible by 4. This increases your test score. If the last 3 digits are divisible by 8, it's divisible by 8. To learn it this way is really great. If the number divides by both 3 and 4, it is divisible by 12. Go and find out more. Alright, thank you for reading the poem fluently. Before you go on to the next page, you need to familiarize the following. What is divisibility? It refers to a number's quality of being exactly divided by another number without a remainder. What is divisibility rule? It's a shorthand way of determining whether a number is divisible by another number. What do you mean by divisible by? Divisible by means that a number can be divided by another number without remainder. An example, 148 divided by 4 equals 37. The answer is exact, no remainder. What do you mean by not divisible by? Not divisible by means there is a remainder when a number is divided by another number. An example, 365 divided by 4 equals 91. There's a remainder of 1. The answer is not exact, and there is a remainder. Now, let me know if the phrases divisible by and not divisible by are clear now. Very good! That's great! It's good to know. With that, let's proceed to page 12 of your module and we will explore more on the divisibility rules for 4, 8, 12, and 11. Now, we will start with the divisibility rule for 4. A number is divisible by 4 if the last 2 digits is divisible by 4. It also ends with 2 zeros. Let's have some examples. Is 816 divisible by 4? What is the last 2 digits of 816? Yes, you're right. It's 16. Is 16 divisible by 4? Yes, of course. 16 is divisible by 4. Therefore, 816 is divisible by 4. How about if the number is 729? Is it divisible by 4? What is the last two digits of 729? Correct! It's 29. Is 29 divisible by 4? The answer is no. Therefore, 729 is not divisible by 4. How about the divisibility rule for 8? What are the steps that you need to remember? You're right! A number is divisible by 8 if the last 3 digits is divisible by 8 and if a number ends with 3 zeros. Did you get it right? Of course you did! And to fully understand the divisibility rule for 8, let's have here an example. Is 3,512 divisible by 8? Yes, of course. The last 3 digits of 3,512 is 512. And 512 is divisible by 8. Therefore, 3,512 is divisible by 8. Let's have another example. Is 5,124 divisible by 8? Let's find out. What is the last 3 digits of 5,124? You got it right. It's 124. Is 124 divisible by 8? The answer is no. Therefore, 5,124 is not divisible by 8. How about the divisibility rule for 12? When can we say that a number is divisible by 12? You're on the right track. A number is divisible by 12 if the number is divisible by both 3 and 4. To clearly understand this, let's have an example. Is 732 divisible by 12? Let's find out. Let's add first all the digits. 7 plus 3 plus 2 equals 12. Very good. Is 12 divisible by 3? Yes, of course. 12 is divisible by 3. Therefore, 732 is divisible by 12. How about if the number is 2,223? Is it divisible by 12? Let's find out. Now, let's add first all the digits. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 equals 9. Very good. Is 9 divisible by 12? The answer is no. Therefore, 2,223 is not divisible by 12. This time, let's have the divisibility rule for 11. When can we say that a number is divisible by 11? Let's find out. A number is divisible by 11 if the difference of the sums of the alternating digits is 0 or a multiple of 11, like 11, 22, 33, 44, and so on. Let's have here an example. Is 1,265 divisible by 11? Well, help me find out. What are the alternating digits of 1,265? Good! It's 1 and 6 and 2 and 7. Now, if we will add these alternating digits, 1 plus 6, that's good. It's 7 and 2 plus 5 equals 7. That's good. 7 minus 7 equals 0. 0 is divisible by 11. Therefore, 1,265 is divisible by 11. Let's have here another example. Is 87,564 divisible by 11? Let's add the alternating digits. 8 plus 5 plus 4, that equals 2. Very good, 17. How about 7 plus 6 equals 13? That's great. 17 minus 13 equals? That's 4. Very good. Now, is 4 divisible by 11? The answer is no. Therefore, 87,564 is not divisible by 11. Wow, it's great that we are done with our discussion and divisibility rule for 4, 8, 12, and 11. This time, let me give you a try if you really understand the lesson. Turn to page 14 of your module and you can see there what's more. Just follow the instruction. Read carefully the given problem and answer the questions that follow. Write your answers in your answer sheet. Just take your time and I'll be right back in a few minutes. Good luck! Time is up! I'm pretty sure that you have answered it well. Now let us try to remember the most important keynotes. Divisible by means a number can be divided by another number without any remainder. A number is divisible by 4 if the last 2 digits is divisible by 4 or ends in 2 zeros. A number is divisible by 8 if the last 3 digits is divisible by 8 or ends in 3 zeros. A number is divisible by 12 if the number is both divisible by 3 and 4. A number is divisible by 11 if the difference of the sums of the alternating digits is 0 or a multiple of 11. This time, you may now proceed to what I can do on page 14 of your module. Read and analyze the questions. Copy and circle the numbers which are divisible to the numbers at the left. Do it in a separate sheet of paper. Now, after you have answered what I can do, proceed with your assessment at pages 15 to 16. This is to check your mastery of the lesson by answering the tests. For the instruction, read and analyze each item carefully. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Write the chosen letter on a separate sheet of paper. Good luck and have fun, learners, in answering your assessment. And congratulations! You are now ready for the next module. Always remember the following. Make sure that your answer sheets have your name, section, and the title of the module answered. Second, always follow the date of submission of your answer sheets as agreed by your teacher. Third, keep the modules with you. Make sure to place them in a safe and clean area. You will return them to your respective teachers at the end of the school year. So, Math Legends Hero, that's all for today in Mathematics 5. With me, your Matinik sa Matematika. It's me, Teacher Crisilda. Until next time, thank you for tuning in only here at Ed Radio.
Luca, anak, kamusta? Humana ba inyo ang klase?
Oo pa. Kung daghanapon mo yung mga bagong nakatunan karon. Di ba, classmates?
Wow, very good.
Classmates, magkuyog piya gihapon ta sa sunod na to nga klase, ha? See you!
Mao kadto ang atong kinasing-kasing nga halad alang sa atong mga tinunan aron ang pagkat-on magpadayon bisan pa man sa mga kabag-uhan nga resulta sa pandemya. Dalit kaninyo sa Cebu City Government Local School Board, Cebu City Council, Department of Education, Cebu City Division ug sa Home Radio 106.7. Atangi ang sunod nga klase sa kahanginan. Hangtod sa sunod higayon, ayaw si Piata sa pagpaminaw sa Ed Radio tungod kay ang pagkat-on kinahanglan magpadayon.